Hi class, this is the beginning of chapter 2, pages 27 through 30. The beginning of chapter 2 gets you understanding what are economic resources, and it defines them as the factors of production. It breaks them into five different categories. I kind of lump two of them together, as you'll see. So let's go over the factors of production that make an economy able to produce the goods that it does. We're skipping things like scarcity and economic goods and those types of things, so be sure you read these pages. But in order to produce those economic goods, we have to rely on first land. The easiest way to think about this is think about the value of the land in Illinois to the United States economy. Without the land, we would not be able to produce the amount of corn and soybeans and all the assorted products derived from those crops that we get from the land to boost our economy's GDP and just to produce the goods in general. The second factor of production there is labor, and that refers to generally just the number of people that can work. It doesn't really refer to the skills or the advanced level of the skills. It really refers to the number of people that you can count on to become eligible for labor. So think pre-World War II, we didn't have women working to the extent that they did after the war, and so because of that, we were able to produce more goods that women joined the workforce. The third factor of production there is capital, which the book breaks down into two separate ones, but I've kind of lumped them together because the first is physical capital, which refers to factories, and it can actually refer to the amount of money that you have as a firm to build things like factories. That this physical capital is quite important, but perhaps arguably more important is human capital, which refers to some amount of skills that an individual has. The more education, the more experience you have as an individual, the higher human capital you have. You can think about yourself with a dollar sign above you, followed by a number, and that number represents your human capital, how much you are worth. And then the fifth factor of production that the book defines, or on my list, the fourth, is entrepreneurship, which refers to the ability to start businesses, to engage in economic transactions at a high level, not just consume, but to sell as well. And so that is definitely a major factor of production. The ability to even engage in entrepreneurship is something that we take for granted in our country because not all countries have that ability. Lastly, these two pages define something very important to economics, and that's opportunity cost. The real cost of something, anything, is the value of the next best alternative. The value of you watching this movie, this video, is represented by the cost of the next best alternative. You could have been playing Candy Crush, you could have been on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, but you spent time watching a video for econ class. So that is the opportunity cost of watching this video, the next best alternative, whatever you would have done otherwise. I'll see you guys in class.